On this week's episode of the Cowboy4Game podcast, we discuss the Rising Rampage release and those prismatic secrets. Yeah, we didn't get any. And then we talk about the San Diego Comic-Con news, and then the anniversary reset, whatever they're doing for the next generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not too much on that, because, we don't know anything. But we speculate a little, because that's what we do here on the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. I'm Bragg, I'm joined today by Jake.
Hello.
Andrew.
Yes.
And Lachlan.
Yeah. Hey.
I was expecting a Jarul impression. Anyway.
It's me. Doing the podcast with myself.
That was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Jake, locals, what'd you do?
Well, I didn't go in on Sunday. I was getting drunk somewhere in Albion Park.
Bougainville.
Wait, hold on.
I can't do it
Which
anymore.
Albert Park?
Tullenbar.
Ah, yeah, so not Bougainville.
Not Bougainville at all.
All of it is.
No, God.
Wollongong. All of Illawarra.
So you moved from God's country to Bougainville.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And we bitch about how cold it is.
It is cold. Not anymore. It's kind of too hot now.
Yeah. Yep.
I think there's exactly like 2 degrees that I'm okay at. Give me like 22 and 23 and I'm
I wasn't
fine.
aware that you were coralled.
You trying to play that straight face.
He's just turning whiter as it goes on as well.
Oh,
Bro, I am fucking Illawarra has made me white. What the fuck?
You were white before you arrived.
Nah, listen. The Queensland sun hits your skin.
I was not talking about actual colour.
I don't see colour, Jake. I'm colourblind.
It was alright. Only like bare minimum people turned up, which was kind of garbage. And I came second, which was also garbage.
Who'd you listen?
Josh. He metagamed me in the last round. He made me go first, and I just didn't open well enough to do anything. He opened 3 Effect Veilers going first, and all I had was an Alistair search, so that didn't happen. And then, just did salad things from there. And then game 2, I decided to metagame him, and I picked going first, but just saw fuck all of my engine cards. I had 2 Super Poly by the second turn, and I was like, I've already used one of them and summoned my only target.
I feel like you almost need I didn't win going first in Mech
I feel like you almost need a side deck to smoke screen that deck into properly going first.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You kind of can, but it's not consistent. The builds that I've seen do it to do the Mech Knight play where you summon the Link and then get Shifty Boy to start negating stuff on field. But you need to hard open 2 Mech Knights for that to happen.
Yeah.
That's just not...
There's no other archetype you could potentially
just run heaps of Mech
chuck
Knights.
in.
Not...
Gradles.
Set pass.
It's better than set spell pass,
Or is that the point?
Setting Super Poly is pretty busted.
Nah.
Is that where you ever maybe look at just going siding in Gammas and potentially something else
possibly.
and then just going to
It's still
Lendia?
very early in the format, and the side that I chucked in is heavy emphasis on chucked in. There's just random cards that I thought would be good for going first.
Yeah, that's fair.
How are you, Andrew? Did you play this week?
Worked Sunday, but I did play tonight for locals. The same said locals that worked with Jake. Lost to Jake in round 2 of 3.
I managed to summon the Salamangreat Great Fusion against him. Because he negged my Alistair search for Invocation, so I just went into Almirage so I could do Mech Knight things. And then he went to he summoned Phoenix to try and pop a set card, and it ended up being Super Poly, so I used his Phoenix and my Almirage to make Father Chimera.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It was good.
Jesus.
Well, other shit just kept getting negated, my bloody...
Oh yeah, I opened every answer to what he had.
Impermed my Battery Man, ashed my thing that was, Gold Sark Raw, and then the special got ashed, and then it was just the first game it was that's all I had, and then I had Levianeer and 2 fusion spells in hand. I'm well, this is doing nothing.
And I just OTK'd.
So that didn't go out too well. And then game 3 against Loz was a lot of fun. And it got down to time in game 3, and I fucked up I should have won game 3 because I sent the wrong thing, so I went full spaz right at the end there. I had an OTK, but I was just too quick with it to stuff it up. And then next turn I get like double soul absorbed into desires into like.
Aw.
And a 1 day apiece to finish it.
Oh yeah,
off,
1 day
like,
piece as well. With like 3 minutes left on the clock, it's like, yep.
1 day apiece. Is it worth running in a couple other decks outside of stuff? It's
Yes.
Well, possibly,
Not
but
many,
it's a
but-
one-off.
If you can draw it going first, it just means their turn is also like your turn.
So I'm running Upstart Goblin in my deck. I'm like, another Upstart Goblin would be nice, and I mean it's giving them a card, so it's a net.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
it
it's like-
floodgates damage.
You plus 0
You can't get
to give them a
OTK'd.
+1,
Yeah.
which is where it's rough. But I mean,
The problem with running both of those cards, though, is like because that's the theory, right? You run an upstart and thinger.
Yeah.
Possibly you give them 1,000, and then no one's doing damage for 2 turns.
So it's both effect and battle damage, yeah.
Yes. But here's the thing, if you play it turn 1,
Yeah. Also,
It depends on the deck as well, because you're thinking prank kids, right?
yeah.
like if you come up
Because
against...
if you do all your things with like the prank kids, where you gain life, they get burned, and then you do 1 day apiece, lit.
Yeah, that's what I was considering.
Like, here's the thing. If you're coming up against a deck that has strong OTK potential, like, you know, certain decks will get 2 later, then you're blocking damage. If they're just trying to OTK and you're saying no, then you win.
if you turn a tail and you go, no.
But yeah, I'm seriously considering it.
Do it. Medical.
Give it a go.
Might as well try it. Worst case, you take it back out.
I
But-
mean, well, while we're on my deck, so yeah, I'm playing prank kids now.
Yep.
Finally made it. Hero prank kids.
We out here.
There's a build getting around playing Invoked, which is kind of
Yeah,
cute.
kids.
Uses the salad card, so I'd still feel close to my salad boys.
What salad?
Oh, speaking of which, I still gotta get
Oh, of
some.
course it does.
I
Yeah.
still gotta
The
get. That just reminds me, I still gotta get money or trades off you for that mat, don't I?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Reminds me of the because I got in the Break Kids mat.
Yes.
It looks dope.
I was like, oh shit, I've got the mat. I'm like, I don't remember walking down and giving him cash.
Yeah, that's all good. Still not urgent, but that's all good.
I'm going to avoid him and never mention this again.
Nah, not that much of a dog. Unless you want cards, then.
Either other. We'll take a look after the pod, maybe.
I motion towards the desk, which is just covered in cards. Because this is what I hate when I'm playing Yugioh. My house just gets covered in cards. By
Oh,
my house, I mean our house.
whenever
Who are you talking
like whenever a new build comes out, or I decide to play a new deck, or a ban list comes out, so much mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Into
gonna
the
be like
archives.
that
Let's
soon.
go.
It is like you go fishing for these cards, and you're like, oh fuck, I saw that 3 months ago. Where'd I put it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
It's like when I sold my bulk, like a Holy bulk, and I've still got heaps, and I sold, well, I think it was like 4 or 5,000 commons or something like that. And then I'm like, in my head now, every time I look through stuff, I'm looking for old stuff, then I'm like, was this part of the half I sold? Let's find out. Like,
Yeah.
go through all this crap.
that third passing glider.
Yeah.
Was
Maybe.
Don't bring that up.
that
Don't-
$40 passing
I'm
glider.
still, I'm still very salty about how that went down.
Say 40.
I'm also salty about how it went down.
What?
Watnats, Jake said, oh, I've got a third passing glider for you, I'll bring it. And then the night before I said, do you have the passing glider? He looked at the message and didn't respond. And then the day of, I get there, I say, hey, where's the passing glider? He said, oh, I didn't bring it up. And then I got pretty salty, and Logan called me, he was like, oh, have you found it yet? Because I was outside just trying to get one off anyone. And I was like, no, tell Jake he fucked me over here. And then I guess Jake bought a tin
the way
and didn't
that-
get anything else.
Well, the way it was told to me is that you called me a cunt. And then
No. I said, tell Jake he's absolutely fucked me over here.
That
With-
part I heard, but
that's-
I also got CB
I-
dropped, and I was like, I'm not having this shit.
I did not call you a cunt.
so
I'll
what?
call him a cunt.
I would.
What I did, I was like,
But, like,
right,
I don't call
what
people
the
cunt
fuck
in-
set does this fucking thing come in? Right, comes in this. They don't have it in packs. Did it come in the mega tin, which they happen to have? Yes. I'd like a mega tin, $40. It was the first card that I got pulled.
Yeah, it was
And
actually. I was
okay,
there for
cool.
that.
So that's that. Cool. Did I actually make any value, or did I just fucking neg on a 10-cent common? Shit. Yeah, I negged. Sweet.
Oh, wasn't there? I'm sure there was one thing you pulled that was like half decent.
No.
From that. Was there not?
You pulled
No.
a Witch's Strike, didn't you? Or something like that? Or like, it was something bad.
It was,
Value.
Witcher Strike wasn't even in there. I would have prayed for a Witcher
Here's the
Strike.
thing,
It was so bad.
I
I
don't.
pulled like the Vendread trap. That's what you did to me.
Listen. I don't call people cunt in anger. Only in
That's the best time.
only in
You
happiness.
really articulate.
I'm like the H.
And then I went to the sneak peek, and I didn't. I bought the packs,
Mm.
and then I didn't play.
Nice.
Yeah, my pools are bad. And also
Draft bad or just bad?
bad. Oh no, I got the 2-star. I mean, we'll get into Rising Rampage in a second, I guess. But I got the secret rare 2-star that draws as a material.
Yeah, I still
It'll be
Talked
good
about that
eventually.
before. I don't know whether
how good.
The last sneak peek that I attended, not including the one at Campbelltown or wherever it was, the one in local Wollongong. It's the first time I've actually pulled double bad, like literally bad for draft and terrible
and
objectively.
bad cards. Yeah.
I'm like, usually it's one or the other. I usually have a great deck for the draft, and then I've pulled shit, or you pull good stuff, and then you give 0 fucks because you've already won anyway. But no.
And on the record, like it was a big turnout. Many packs were opened and no prismatic secret rares. But before we get into that, Lachlan, how was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Very good.
Why'd you suddenly turn to a Bond villain?
Ooh.
Oh, those are all the... Oh, God.
I found my dad bag.
I've started building another deck.
Yep.
Why are you talking
What
about this
deck
like
is
it's-
it, Lachlan? Oh yeah, well thanks for asking. I'm
This
building.
isn't a gender reveal party. Just fucking talk about it.
Just pop the
I'm
balloon.
building Maya Senjus.
Which
Why they call it
won't
Maya
shock
Senjus?
anyone.
Mayo Senjus.
Mayonnaise is good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thinking his fucking hot take, and they go, "Is that the condiment I hate for random reasons?" No.
Do I want to get in a fight about mayonnaise today? No. I'll leave it for another time.
I'm glad we can agree upon this.
I'm building
I agree as
OTKO
well.
Senjus because they bounce like a million fucking cards.
You,
Yeah, I can see that working. maybe
Because you just
before.
bounce the full field and then you're like,
extravagance is a card as well.
Extravagance is a card. And guess what? So is this draw spell they have.
They
Would you like me to
have
read it to you?
extravagance.
Oh, read us
Please
the draw
do
spell.
not.
Read us the draw spell. I want to hear it. I want to hear it, Dad.
You don't actually want to hear it.
I
though,
do.
you?
Here we
You
are.
really
I
don't.
do have a soft
There's
spot
no
for this.
restriction on it.
Oh, does it say draw 2 cards?
It does.
No, that's pretty good. Pot of Greed's been there.
Under
If you
what
control
restriction?
3 or more Yusenju monsters with different names,
No restrictions.
return as
restriction.
many Yusenju monsters as you can to hand,
And then...
then draw till you have 5 cards.
Oh,
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
That is
This is the worst,
the worst
draw
thing
card ever. If
the
it was
worst
just
draw card is the worst thing I've ever heard. Once per turn, remove your field presence to maybe draw.
you draw 2 maximum.
Does it return them to hand as cost?
No, it'd be like Spellbook of Knowledge, you return them on res.
It does. No.
No, because it's then if you do.
No.
damn. 'Cause yeah, you pop them, draw 5 or some shit.
It doesn't
Oh.
say if you do.
I swear you read
It
it.
says-
I was thinking something like they return to hand, then like you chain a Twin Twister, ditch one, and then res, it just says draw till 5, right? So like...
Return as many Yusenju
Still bad.
monsters you control to hand as possible. Then you draw until you have 5 cards in your hand.
That's still not cost though, is it?
No, it's fine. If you find
It's
a way
not cost. I'm saying if you find a way to negate the stuff coming back to hand,
Okay, you're getting...
You draw 5.
Okay, you're getting angry about it. We're literally saying the same thing.
Isn't there
I
a
agree.
way- Isn't there a way to quickly link stuff now?
If you play
Wonder
a trap, so if
XYZ.
you want to wait 3 turns to be able to maximise on this terrible card, you'll be fine.
but you have to control 3 or more Yusenju monsters.
With different names.
Oh, so the activation condition disappears, so it probably disappears.
It probably dissolves.
Yep.
Anyway, the new Yusenju stuff's actually pretty cool.
I hear extravagance just lets you draw 2.
Yeah, it does. Have you heard of this card? Mayo Senju Dieback.
I have. I pulled it instead of Breenac many times.
How good's that?
When I
was-
Lucky,
More around?
lucky
But-
you.
You sold?
I'm sure I moved them back in the day, yeah. And then everyone wanted them, and then everyone realized it's fucking trash. Or at least at the
Except
time it was.
now, in 2019,
Oh,
4 years
4
later,
years later,
it's
yeah.
good.
Well,
Do you know
that's
what
yet
this
to be
card
decided.
is?
Not great.
Jacothy.
Okay, couple things. A, don't ever call me that again.
Jacob.
Are you
got
sure
ring to
it's
it.
your name?
B, I think I'm having an aneurysm. Please stop talking about Yosenju's.
No. But this is Yu-Gi-Oh! We're on a
Come on,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
speed it up, speed it
podcast.
up.
Yeah, not a Yosenju podcast.
So Dieback says, this card's pendulum summon cannot be negated. Oof. And then it says, target 2 cards on the field, return them to hand.
Can I negate that?
You can.
It's on
unless-
summon.
Yeah.
So, you can, unless I activate the new Yosenju monster. Yosenju is new.
Yosenju monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
New one.
So as in
Level 4.
as in chain block it.
Here we go.
This is what you're referring
You
to.
can discard this card. This turn, your opponent cannot activate the cards or effects when a Yosenju monster is normal or special summoned.
Can I call by the Gravit?
Yeah, but if this is what you're called by the graving, it's retarded. Because this is like the first thing you send. You have to negate this, and then the rest
I'm sorry,
of my turn
but
I'll just go
if
off.
someone activates a card that stops me from responding to anything else, I pretty much have to negate it.
Then I'll just use the other one. But like, no. There's also...
Isn't how that works?
Shh. It's a quick effect, or something. I don't know.
I mean, we're already negging one by using this card at the start as well. Let's just establish that.
Well, no, the other effect of it, sorry, is... Oh, it's Isna, not Isnu.
That changes things.
If you control another
Oh, how could I call by it now?
If you control another Yosenju monster, draw 1 card.
Call by an Isnu. Isnu's nah, doesn't
So
work.
then you have that the monster's already committed to
And-
field?
Well, you summon this out as like the last
Oh
thing,
my.
and
Wait.
then
Is that,
I'm not even ditching it
how
from
does
head.
that card, wait, is that an ignition effect?
what?
If you control another Yosenju, draw a card.
It's a trigger effect on some.
Yeah,
On summon.
it's the
Okay.
same as like
I missed that bit, and I thought it was a trigger effect to draw. and I
Okay,
was
so
like,
let's
oh, kill me now.
re-establish that. You pendulum all of them, including that.
no, you didn't pendulum this.
Oh fucking.
How
You
gonna-
normal summon it. They all. Do you not know they're spirit warriors for a reason? You go normal, and then that one goes normal,
Yeah.
normal. Oh, now I've got 4 monsters on the board, and I haven't special summoned yet.
Okay, one, they're beast warriors. They're not spirits.
They
Two,
were called spirit warriors in the
Oh, I thought
OCG.
they were
Yeah.
called Janishis.
Junashishis, you mean?
the fucking Myoback. You pendulum him out.
Yeah.
Don't you?
You
How
mean
are you-
die back?
How are you possibly ever having enough cards in hand for this?
Pendulum summon
Because
Yosenju
you've not
way
read
back.
my other card,
Stop asking
Yosenju
questions.
Sabu,
Stop.
which says if
Why
this
do
card
all
is
of
normal
these have
summoned,
Terrible names.
if you control another Yosenju card, you can add 1 Yosenju pendulum monster to your hand from your deck.
Broken.
How you get the draw back out again,
You
sorry?
pendulum summon it. And then there's another card, right, called...
Hold on.
Hold the phone.
I thought this
No, this is the actual broken card. Broken. 8 or 10 negates. It's called Yosenju Orochi Channeling.
Wow.
It says
Rising Rampage.
if you control no monsters,
This is Rising Rampage.
so it's unknown rarity.
It's probably the better. The problem is we're giving him shit, but this is probably the better cards in this fucking set.
If you
We'll get
control
onto
no
that.
monsters,
Maybe
Activate-
this year if Lachlan ever stops.
if you control no monsters, activate one of the following effects also for the rest of the turn. After this resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except Yosenju monsters, which are the best monsters in the game anyway, so. It says, add 1 level 5 or higher Yosenju monster from your deck to your hand.
What
Broken.
kind of card is this?
God.
Is this a spell or a trap?
How are you still getting this die back out with the pendulum scales?
The second effect,
You've seen
the
it.
second effect, brag, is you may choose to. Also, this card isn't once per turn, so you can activate both of these effects if you draw 2 of this card. It says, place 1 Yosenju Shinchuel and 1 Yosenju Shinchua from deck in your pendulum zones.
Oh, cool. Alright.
So it's 1 card scales,
is this a spell or trap?
spell.
That's actually dope. Oh, that's actually like Alec. That's legit good.
And then
That
there's.
justifies all the other garbage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, so it's a 1 card die back?
But
Yes.
it does say that they get destroyed at the end of the turn.
Your opponent's next end phase.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did I read that wrong?
Plus, if there's stuff there, you can see what you can do, right? Because if you're going first, you can activate it, put them in the scales, summon out dieback, bounce them back to hand, and then dieback will come back to hand. Because you really don't want to go
from
first.
Arrested Development playing in my head.
Well, yeah, but it's also a good play because...
Stop because
we're done.
No. Just, I'm almost done. Have you seen the new trap?
Oh, yeah, it's the bouncy.
If you control no monsters, reveal up to 2 Yosenju monsters, bounce 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field back to hand. That's banging.
It's double compulse.
Yeah. It's double compulse. But there's also a new dieback called
Dieback.
Yosenju Hitot. Can't be special summoned except by pendulum summon. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one card your opponent controls, return it to hand. Like, these have all become bounty boys. Right?
Well, it's the best thing they've ever done.
Yeah, absolutely. Each time a card on the field is returned to the hand or main deck by card effect, all your Senju monsters you control gain 500 attack. So if you had 2 of these...
So that's how you get an OTK my
if you,
if I don't use...
If you have 2 of these, or 1 of these in a dieback, you're gaining like 2,000 attack. On each your Senju monster.
Alright.
So...
we will spin this off into another video. Stay tuned to the channel.
Yeah.
Thank
That's if you survived.
you.
They did. They love you, Senju.
For the rest of the Rising Rampage.
Like me.
So that was a sneak peek, woohoo. So we'll talk about the Prismatics.
They don't exist.
Aromatics.
So the Prismatics are... so they've introduced a new rarity. We'll get into the rarities in a second. But Marinus, Seahorse, Wind, the Wind Charm of Verdant, Storm, Dragon's Return, and Appaloosa, the bow of the goddess.
So many people have mispronounced that.
Yeah.
name.
I guess it's just how you go to... So I'm used to my Bow Wow bark. English sucks. Anyway. So yeah, those are 4 different rarities: rare, super, ultra, and secret. And they then get upgraded to a prismatic version. Which then Konami clarified today. Which actually they clarified today without actually naming it, so prismatic isn't the official name.
Yeah, they haven't actually named it.
That's pretty much 1 in 2 cases. You'll get a prismatic card.
But there's only 1 prismatic card per rarity in the set. Like,
Yes.
the...
So what does that mean exactly? Per rarity, so to speak.
So there's 1 ultra, 1 super, 1 secret,
1
1
rare.
rare. All get printed in this rarity.
Oh,
Only
okay.
one
And
card
so
that
we know,
is rare?
We know Appaloosa's the secret, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we know what they all are.
Oh, do we? Okay.
And the rare is the trap, like the Cosmo trap. Summon a banished monster back. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Oh, the Dragonstorm was Dragon.
Yeah,
Storm.
Dragonstorm's the rare, and then Marin's Nest was the ultra.
Okay.
And Wind the super. Wind actually looks really nice. I've seen pictures of the Wind. The Wind looks really good. What do you two giggling about?
I called it the Cosmo trap. I don't know what he's
No, we
giggling
just said
about.
the same thing twice in a row. Anyway. You only get 1 of these per 2 cases.
And it's not guaranteed to be the one that's currently sitting around $400.
Remember when that guy sold it for like 120 or 150 or something?
So if you're talking 1 in 24
That was the
boxes,
Wind.
Yeah.
I was listening.
Appaloosa's worth 400.
1 in 24 boxes, that's fucking horrendous.
It's pretty bad.
It's trash, especially when you might pull the Cosmo trap and neg real bad.
Like I
Cosmo
can
trap.
just for the chance of getting one, like I can honestly see when people start getting over OTSs, like 100%, you just go for one of these just for that chance, right?
Like, it's a plaguing thought in the back of my head. I know the set is garbage and I know I'm not going to pull one, but my head is still saying, buy box, buy box, buy box.
Buy a case.
Oh, not a fucking chance.
Do it.
No.
Be a baller.
I've never bought a case of
Be a
anything. I'm definitely not buying a
ball.
case of this garbage.
I wish they made it 1 case. It'll be a nice thing to like.
Only
feel
ever say
in-
garbage. Garbage.
Garbage.
Cabbage?
Cabbage is garbage.
No?
Actually, no. Cabbage is...
Cabbage is
I
fine.
actually don't like cabbage.
Yeah.
It's one of like the 3...
Welcome back to
fucking
Cabbage
veg
for
I'll actually
Garden.
eat. Cabbage for garden!
Our new garden
If
channel.
we ever become a vegan channel.
Bro, as I got to G, I was like, Oh, I could say garden instead of game. Like, I didn't have it planned. I was going to say cabbage for game.
Come a cabbage to the garden, holla!
It's me, cabbage.
Do the gardening.
I got a green thumb.
Got a shovel. It's going in the dirt.
They just turned metal in the end there.
I can't control it.
The jar rule.
Sometimes
2000.
jar rule
It
comes
doesn't take
out.
much for jar rule
Sometimes
to
it's
become metal, does it?
truth.
You just need to say things faster.
Good lord. But anyway, so 1 in 24
So
boxes, that
savage.
is
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah, it would have been nice if it was one a case. That would have been a nice way to reward.
It's 1 in 50.
It's like, and if
boxes,
it's
right?
not, and if it's not Appaloosa, you've lost anyway.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Like the only way you plus from this is if you just get packs
Close my trap.
sporadically.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I wouldn't
You
mind
get
like.
them for OTS and
I
stuff.
say, yeah, I wouldn't mind after I've got what I want from OTS, which is probably just Desires this time around. I think. What were the other ones again? Desires.
What were the pull rates on
is that
those
on
things
our
back in the day?
notes to speak boot?
It's one a case.
1 a case?
Well,
So
we
if
can go
this
over
was
in
one a
more
case,
detail
you'd be
later.
fine with it?
Desires Dingrusu and what was the other? Oh, Kana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good, irrelevant, and a fucking joke in that order. But yeah, once I get Desires out of it, I'll be like probably just get Rising Rampage just for
I'll be
trying to like
so
suck it.
disappointed if it doesn't look good, but I can't see it.
I can't see it
looking
not looking good. Yeah.
Desires.
Talk about
Yeah.
tournament pack on this?
No, we haven't.
I remember bitching about it, but it might have been just in the group chat.
It was.
I've got a pretty good pull rate on ultis in.
Well, that sounds like
I've
a good
done
transition.
all right in
OTS.
this.
Like, I put Terraforming Galatea, like a bunch of shit.
I've. In general, I've been terrible, but like for the last couple of OTS, I've pulled decent ultis. I think that's because I've won stuff for once.
Yeah.
Whereas before, I never used to win, so I never used to pull it.
Yeah, the Ulti Colossus pool was very nice from
Yeah, I
last
got
week.
that last week. That
Yeah.
was dope.
Yeah, it was heavy.
And I think a week or two beforehand, I pulled the Ulti Galatea. I would have pulled a second Galatea, but I was like, it was the week after I pulled the first one, and I was confident. There was only 2 OTS left in the box, and I was confident there wasn't any Ultis left in it. And then I was like, no, I'll just grab normal packs. Harry grabbed the OTS, and it was fucking Galatea. I was like,
But Harry did it so well. That's what, like, the same thing happened just last week on the thing. I mean, to be fair, it didn't make sense to do it, but everyone was just grabbing the Cybernetic Horizon for fun. I skip it, and then I'm like, I'll just go OTS. So Harry's like, oh, I'll get Cybernetic Horizon. Opens one pack, Moral Sword. And we're like,
yeah, that's fucking.
I'm like, I mean, it made no sense for me to choose it, but I'm like, well played. Fucking well played.
It's really annoying because I was going to get some packs of that if nothing was cool.
So the secret res of this set. Fuck, what's this called again?
Snack.
Rising Rampage. Yeah, so you got the snack, the banished snack. 4 of them were pulled out of sneak peek.
Yeah. It's the new.
all about
bloody
that snack.
portable.
Yeah, actually no. Lewis pulled one of the Mariners.
Mariness?
Mariness.
Yeah, no, Mariness.
Mariness, isn't
Mariness.
it?
Should be Mariness. It's like
Mariness.
play on Marine and...
It doesn't matter what it sounds like,
Yeah.
that's what the fucking word is.
Yeah. I'll get it. Yeah, well, you trying to say that to fucking kids who keep saying XYZs.
It's
be fair, that was me for a film.
XYZ. That's what it's called, Bragg.
That's what it's spelled.
It's really not.
It is. It's spelled XYZ.
But the Y is pronounced like E's. Like Yeezys.
XEZ.
Nothing like Yeezys.
a little
Don't bring
bit.
Kanye West into this.
The Y at the end of Yeezy, though. It has a Y at the end, doesn't it?
No. It's just 2 eyes.
It makes the E sound.
It's just infinity eyes.
XEZ.
Cap Shell's a secret. Fortune Lady secret. Get Out's kind of
Garbage,
cute.
garbage, good.
Get out.
Ish.
Yeah.
It's cute enough.
I like the idea of it, but I can't
That's
see
the
it.
double compulse, isn't it?
Yeah, double extra deck compulse.
Yeah.
And
But it's not a counter-trap, is it? It's a regular
No,
trap.
it's a normal trap. So you can
Oh,
trap
but that's
it.
trap triggable. Yeah, okay. Oh.
Appaloosa as well.
And what?
Appaloosa.
Oh, yeah. The good card.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty
Googly
good.
poogly, you got it.
400.
Are you seriously doing what I think?
I think the
Yeah, it's-
the prismatic one or whatever, I heard it went for, I'm pretty sure it was 400 US
Yeah,
as well too,
big
so
money.
It's better to just pull that than to do good well.
I'm
in
saying
event.
for us it's equivalent to 600-700.
Yeah, it's almost better to just do like pull this than it is to do well at an event.
Almost.
So get on
But-
the time.
But in saying that, like it is like typically early set type stuff. Like it will go down from that kind of pricing.
Yeah, it being at 100, it's a good card, but
It's a good card, but I feel like while Skuldred is here in the current meta, Skuldred is a better choice to summon.
How is Skuldred still here? It's beyond me.
Because they're banning everything around it. Oh, is Skuldread one of the cards getting reprinted?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's got 2 reprints
Yeah.
to come.
Yeah, there you go.
It's got
That's why
2.
it's
They're
so
both Ultra, if I recall. I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember
The
now.
Duel's Destruction's one of them, right?
Yeah,
Let's get
and then
that.
the other one was the Gold Sark.
Well,
maybe it's
the
Secret and
Gold
Gold
Sark
Sark, I
going to
can't
be
remember.
a weird one because of...
It's probably Secret again in Gold Sark, actually. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
well, they reckon there's alternate
artworks
rarity
here.
in this. Not artwork,
Oh,
but rarity in this. So I don't know whether they're going to do more prismatic rares in this or whether they've got yet another different rarity.
That's interesting. Yeah, hadn't thought about that.
I was thinking about it the other day when they announced all this prismatic shit, and I was like, oh, the Gold Sark tins are meant to be different rarity cards, so maybe they're just doing that.
Yeah, that's but then in the video he's just like it's odd, but it's different in Gold Sark. So I'm not sure if he meant to say the same, like the opposite word.
The cards look cool. Prismatic.
Same but different. That's
Yeah,
I
it's
meant
just
to say turn left, but I said turn right, and now you've crashed into a wall and you died.
It's a bit the same, but also very not.
that's it for Rising Rampage. Kind of an answer set, but you know.
Besides the Ascendy stuff, which is really good.
Yeah, sure. Alright, on San Diego Comic Con, there's a few product stuff there, not too much interesting besides the full Rokket structure deck is there, like the full list.
Oh, on that full list, I didn't get a look at it because it was on a video and I couldn't read it. Did we get the link that searches the field card?
Was it in the Japanese version?
It was the V-Jump.
Probably not.
Fuck.
For what?
It's alright, you got Terraforming 1.
That's what I mean. Like, it was fine when Terraforming was a 2 because you could justify it, but now, like, Terraforming a 1, the field card's so critical for that deck. So if we don't get
I
it,
can read you the names of, so you got Quad Boral,
nope,
Silver Rocket,
nope,
Rocket Tracer,
nope.
Is there gold
Absorata Dragon,
No, that's the level 7. Nope.
and Zero Day Blaster.
Yeah, no, it's none of those.
Yeah, so because they only changed 2 things from the OCG one, which was putting in Paladin and Ruin the Divine Dragon and taking out whatever the fuck that is.
Apparently we're missing one card from it. That was what I heard from one...
TM and
Team Martin, yeah.
Team Martin. And
Team
keep with Dragon
Martin.
Magic, but keep with Dragon Magic's better. Oh, Red Reboot's in this.
Ooh,
Lovely.
common reboot.
Oh, is it common?
Of course it's common.
The structure deck. Wait, structure deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
And oh,
Every day I scream at God, but he doesn't hear me.
common triple burst.
It's a fucking structure deck, Steven. Wait, is it?
Immediately I'm like, why do I know this for a fact? Because I really don't.
So then, yeah,
I've said it like I know it.
I like to fact check after I stack facts.
I'm going into journalism. So.
And then common Borrow and common triple burst are also in this.
I will rip them in half.
Quick launches there.
Triple Burst is kind of cool though, because
Triple
that's
Burst is neither here nor there.
it's just
Although I
'cause-
did find
it's
it
just 'cause it's
funny,
old.
apparently there
Like,
was a buyout literally the day beforehand.
This is so strange.
I find it real funny. Because like, oh, it's so important in Guard Dragons, I'm going to buy it out now. Suck it.
Yeah, buyouts are.
it's even worse than my bloody Collapse Open bullshit. How about I got a good deal on it, and then next minute they get a reprint in Ultra and a better rarity. 2 mech minutes later they get hit to 1 each.
2 minutes. The second mechanism.
I was like, that's got double whammy.
What
on
a
that deal.
roller coaster!
Yeah, I was like, could have had Ultra, could have not paid $40 for that shit. Oh well,
Oh.
the Super's nice.
Supers are nice.
Supers are nice.
I think
Supers
Ultra is
are
the
nice.
best
Yeah,
rarity though.
on a scale of 1 to nice, they're nice.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah, it's different. It's unique.
Maybe we should keep just a quick detection.
It's me!
Just buy them in super rare. Holla.
Oh God.
Where would I be without reprints? On his new duet album, Ja Rule Negs.
You send juice. I bought extravagance
That would be
for
great
the worst deck in the meta.
if you made just an album of just like all bad investments you made in the game and how you've been.
Oh.
I bought into
you can net
Bitcoin.
more on
holla.
buying the CDs.
Fucking
I bought these CDs, not at wholesale.
Fuck.
And there's apparently a stream covering what they're going to be doing for the 20th anniversary of one of the fucking Yugioh things. Maybe it's the 20th
Reset.
Yeah, we'll get right into that. So the reset. The Yeah, I don't know where the word reset comes into it.
Yeah, I'd never got that implication either. Logan posted a picture with some words on it, and I read those words, and apparently reset somewhere, but it's not on there, and I'm like, I don't know what everyone's smoking.
Yeah, so...
I reckon.
It's just because there's new anime coming out, right? That they believe that a new rule set is coming.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's how it's always been, except that one time.
Okay, so let's just get something on the table here. When they say reset, is it just saying new, like just moving to MR5, or is people saying like, oh, we're going back to original shit or something? Which I can never see working, and also fuck that.
You can't do that now the links are out.
You can't do that in
pull
general.
off
You
the entire
can't tell me to
Oh,
disregard
that's
all
such
the
a
cards.
Konami thing, eh? We're resetting, you can't play your cards anymore.
Well, I did ask for separate formats.
They're not giving us a separate format. We've already got speed duels, and they're not using it.
Yeah, but
No,
Speed
but
Duels sucks.
this is OCG.
Hmm.
Speed duels are great, but
Until they're not.
but their boosted packs are fucking horrendous.
Yeah. The only good thing they did was they gave us a high rarity of Senju.
You're saying
It's the one good thing.
No. I knew you were going to say something stupid about your son.
No Yo's in here.
what about Mayo?
There ain't no yo.
But they nearly could, but
I reckon MR5 is characters.
I'm so happy with MR4 at the moment. That I'm like,
characters
eh.
Well, it's also MR0, right? In the Bandai cards, because you had characters in there. That's like it would be like Planeswalkers, right?
yeah.
We're getting Planeswalkers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it loses the game's identity a bit if we do something like that. So,
You don't want a hero power?
no, maybe no. We don't have resources to like the right resources to do that kind of thing. It just wouldn't fit or anything. I don't know. I hope it's not something cringy like that because that's cringe.
Yeah,
Damn,
I mean,
bro, you just posted cringe.
They would be posting cringe if they do hero
Deck
powers.
Masters, hero powers, and stuff like. I mean, well,
That worked though.
Deck Master.
There's already enough people who act and want to be from the anime. I don't want. I don't need any. They don't need any more encouragement. Let's not do it,
as
please.
in Deck Masters, as in like the mechanic
The
from
Noah
the
Arc.
anime. Yeah.
Yeah, that was from the season 4, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, when they were trapped in the cyber
So
realm.
it was like, yeah, you had a particular monster and it just gave you a certain like buff or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had like its
What do
own
you reckon the
abilities
new
that it
Senju
did
buff
for the
would be?
background, but then you could bring it to
Depends.
field to attack, but if it got to field you couldn't take it back, and if it died, you died. No matter how much life points you run.
Rageki.
Okay.
I reckon that'll be an interesting.
So adding. Okay, yeah. So adding OP things. You know what that reminds me of a little bit is the the GX stuff from Pokemon, where it's like stronger, but your risk is that you lose 2 of your points. So the risk in returns there, like if it backfires on you, you've got a bigger loss.
That's a format we should look into.
What format?
What, doing a prize card type thing?
A deck, a Deck Masters thing.
Well, I brought this up as like a challenge video, I think, once, maybe. Did I? Or did I? No, I was talking to Tom about this as a theory. That like we do an alternate format just in locals, but like it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but you do prize cards. So like you'll start the duel, you shuffle your thing, you draw your hand, but then you take like a random like 8 cards, say, for your 1,000 life points. 8 cards off the top of your deck, and every time you take 1,000 life points off your opponent, you take one of your prize cards.
So you have to
Like,
like.
just do a Pokemon style. Just do
Yeah.
one of.
Shout out to
1v1.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I got blue eyes.
Oh, you just play Cosmo. You're like, yeah, Dark Destroyer, suck my nuts.
Tribute 2 off your bench. Just like
I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.
You start it off, you just like normal summon Necrophase.
You can make Deck Masters work, especially with that thing, and then we just list up a number of cards that like just.
It'd just
give-
be like
give
bouncing
every-
and stuff like that.
except Salmon Grit would be like, oh, I better circle.
But here's the thing: but
Gazelle.
you only give certain like cards that, like you just go. Oh, we only give like 20. We only make 20 or 30 Deck Master effects, and then yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah. He was thinking I was talking still about the price card bit. Slightly different.
Anyway, food for thought. Then they're also making an app for OCG, which does deck registration, card searching, and life point calculations.
Lovely.
So that'll be interesting to see if we.
But because it's Komani, you'll have to pay for it.
Subscription.
And there'll still be ads.
Yeah, for Duel Links.
I have it. I don't want ads for this anymore. I have it. I've spent money on your stupid fucking game. Stop Stop giving me ads for it when I'm trying to browse Reddit. Damn it.
Oh, you get ads for that. I get ads for this stupid Game of Thrones game. It's like a
I
web
used to
game.
get one for Final Fantasy mobile game a lot, and that drove me nuts because like it'd come up with this tiny ass X right up in the corner. You couldn't see it. And you're looking at this random thing that I wanted you to do. I'm just like, I just want to move on. Like, why isn't this over?
It's like when you get ads for movies you've seen, you're like, I've seen it.
You already have my money.
On a related but unrelated note, every time I go on Snapchat, it's all just like, all the ads on Snapchat right now are just like,
Titties.
yeah, titties and gay dudes. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Is this something you're not telling us?
I was gonna say these things generally go off your internet.
No, not Snapchat.
Pornhub.
How would... Maybe. They don't have the Snapchat doesn't have that. It advertises food to me, like healthy food, so I don't know what that fucking means. I'm not looking up healthy food.
Well, it's trying to make you a better person. It's just like
Yes, like making
Like-
And he's trying to make me gay.
it says there's titties in there.
It's the first stage. It's the first stage of Skynet just taking over right now.
Taking over everyone straight.
Oh, but are we?
You said there were titties.
Are we
You said
gonna
it was
discuss
the first thing
OTS?
you saw?
I mean, OTS was somewhere in there.
And say what gender they belong to.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about it anymore? Was there any final points before we get into Yugioh?
No, I was just going to see what everyone's thoughts were on the OTS 10, 11. Was it 11? Did we confirm it's called OTS 11?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
cool.
said it's 11.
Yes.
Pretty weird that they gave us Dingirasu.
Dingirasu was late. Desires is amazing, and Kaina's a fucking joke.
What's the third one, sir?
Kana, the yellow fucking Sky. They actually did it.
The,
They
Sky
actually
Striker,
made
they
their
actually
fourth
made it
fucking
ulti.
link. The ulti. Konami have sucked the dick of Sky Strikers for 4 OTSs straight, giving them a no.
But they're girls.
They didn't
Sky Suckers.
Kigari was like a given. Shizuku was like, okay, that's pretty good. Hayate was like,
What are
fucking
you
come
doing?
on. Akain is, oh my god.
No one
it's a
plays this
joke.
fourth one, right?
They do.
They
It's,
do.
it's
Only for time,
it's,
though.
it's a one-off. It's a staple one-off. It can do some pretty kind of cool stuff, like to stop getting OTK'd, but it's still like such a joke.
Your ball sword can't attack. Haha.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh, that's why they put Metaverse as a super. I remember saying that.
Well, it's not hard to pull a playset now.
Yes. We definitely have talked about that.
Was it Super Colossus as well, I think?
Super Colossus? No.
I thought someone posted a link where they saw Colossus as Super or something like that, but maybe that was
Nah,
incorrect.
Yeah, I thought so too. Actually,
Oh,
now
yeah, that
I
was-
swear I've seen it.
Which would be so dumb, because, like, wasn't Colossus...
Well, we've got it Secret in Soul Fusion, Ulti, and OTS 10, and then what? Super somewhere as well.
Hmm.
Nemesis Archer is a super. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, some nice bumps. Like Ultigeist got some, didn't they? I think, and oh no, maybe Ultigeist didn't. I know Orcus got some. Yeah,
Orca's pretty much every
like
main
Harp
deck
got it right. Yeah,
Harp, Brass, and Skeleton all got supers.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
And-
Like as I said, everything for Orcus that was right now should have been in 10. Like it's just Zoo all over again. We've got Whiptail like a week after the deck got like neutered, and it's like even though Orcus didn't get really touched themselves, like they're still like half of what they were. It's like, well, okay. I mean, they had Galatae last one, so
Well, Salad, Violet Chimeras in there too. And Metaverse, like that's...
Oh, Violet Chimera's a super for this.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can rarely bump my super poly target.
He was kind of uggo. From commons,
he realised
was there any cute commons? Oh, some of the True King stuff's okay, I guess.
all the True Draco stuff that was originally only Ultras, finally,
Yeah,
they got their common
Return
ones.
and Heritage
Yeah.
commons. Which
So
is
you can play like a
really-
fully common, the traps and spells, continuous spells from True Draco as all common if you really wanted to.
So tempted.
We just need common diagram and we're good.
I'll find my Black Rare skill drain.
Does that ever happen? Do we ever get common diagram? We've had 2 secret prints, right? And
Two
that's it, I
secret
think.
prints, yeah. I can't see them doing a third one. Like, there's nothing that justifies it.
Like, I don't think the other sets are ever selling anymore anyway, so just give us a common one. Just so we can see someone
Give me
play.
a common Hidden City. Like, I'd be okay with that. It's like one of the few decks where I'd actually aim for the lower rarity because the whole deck's scum and, like, there's no point flexing on people when you want to make them kill you.
On the Yahoo gear.
Let's get it.
How can I stop buying? Okay, well lately
Jake, you're out.
I've been buying a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and now I've found the exact amount of quarters which I need to get rid of to buy a tin that I need for a deck I have. I told myself I wouldn't buy anything till June. Shit. But But now, but knowing that
Too
all
late to
happened-
help.
But knowing it's only a 10-minute drive away, it makes me really want to go and buy that deck. What should I do?
I thought they was buying a tin.
This was posted by Jakathy.
Wait, this person said there was.
No.
So are they buying a tin or a deck?
He's buying it.
Okay. I was gonna say.
So here's how you don't buy stuff. Just don't. You like.
Well, the
Just
fact that
don't.
he's saving up quarters means he cannot justify spending money on anything.
However, if he spends the money on the tin, he will then no longer have enough money to spend on further tins. And then he has
Spend
to...
all your money, and then you won't be able to spend anymore.
Get out of my head!
Shout out to Jakathy.
That's how you start.
What was? Are there any responses on that?
Don't worry, you're addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh! Once,
Worry hard.
I once had the shopping addiction for Yu-Gi-Oh! Then I learned you can sell Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff for more cash to get more cards.
Can we just substitute Yu-Gi-Oh for cocaine here? Like,
To stop, then they go on a little bit. Then to stop the addiction, just think of something else.
Bro, this person needs
or
to be
spend
working a
time with
rehab.
someone other than the topic, whether it's a relationship with a girl or a boy.
Oh.
I mean, the alternative is you can go down to your local RSL and have a slap at the pokies and
Yeah, just chuck a pineapple in the pokey.
just get addicted to
Get
something
some more
worse.
chili in there.
And to be fair,
Have a few slaps.
if you go to your local RSL and have a good slap at the pokies, there's every chance that you're actually going to be playing on a Konami one anyway, so fucking win-win.
I reckon.
Konami's got you at every life stage.
They've
You got
gotcha.
better chances at plussing off the pokies than you do a fucking
Rising
game.
Rampage.
Yeah.
The jackpot of the Appaloosa prismatic. What comes first?
There you go. So
More chili!
just hang out with your girlfriend who is a boy or a girl, right? There you go. According to that guy.
Anyway, that's pretty good advice. Hang out with.
And think of something else.
Yeah.
What should they think of, Jakathy?
I told you.
Oh, I'm thinking.
I'm
of
sorry,
killing-
I will stop calling you by your birth name.
No one's ever been called Jacoby. No one, ever.
Alright.
Someone else.
Dub 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 dub.